arrest without warrant. So if the ASO will be implemented by the armed forces and the police. I had so many in mind, but skeptical ako. It is, dito na lang tayo sa present setup. The Defense Department under General Simato and the Chief of Staff. Anio is supposed to retire next week. What I said, it's not good to be changing horses midstream. He is extended in his tour of duty for another 6 months. And after that, we will review. But he's supposed to take over DILG. Kasi may problema rin talaga tayo sa DILG. Especially the police. Pagka inutilita, not all. Few scalawags in between. But because of the lure of money, ang sindikato dito may galing sa CIDG, may galing sa Highway Patrol, may galing doon sa istasyon. May kanya-kanya silang sindikato, ang pulis dito, totoo. But Manila lang. Outside of Manila, Cebu is a hotbed of drugs. I think it was the floodgate of the drugs being produced. Ang terorista sa Mindanao has gone into production of shabu. And most of the fighters, even the young ones in Holo, when they fight the government security forces, most of the time lango sila. So they're suffering casualties. Kaya itong drugs talaga, pati ang pulis na nagkikidnap. My surprise really was he was involved in that Korean kidnapping na namatay. He was assigned somewhere in Rizal, Taguig, I don't know. But he returned to his mother unit and was still working the day he was captured for the recent kidnapping of a wife of an inmate in Montegroma. Talagang gusto talaga nito kamatayan. Putang ina, ibigay ko talaga sa inyo, tignan. Your head is worth 2 million. I do not care if you bring his cadaver in front of me, I'll pay you without question. If he is alive in front of me, come back for another reason. Wow, saan ko ilagay ang mga putang ina yan? You know, the drug company, the drug activity is being managed by people inside the penitentiary sa Bilibid. Ginawa ng lahat ng gobyerno, SAP, I don't know, baka gusto nilang subukan ang Marine. But lahat ng transaction, even in the Davao Penal Colony, doon ang mga tawag. May alam nito mga ulo na alam natin. And for that matter also, I would like to thank the United States government for helping us on the technical side. I do not deny the contribution of the United States. But because you make it hard for us to acquire on the reason that we are human rights violator, so I will advise the United States, do not come here because you are in the land of, sabi ninyo, violator of human rights. If you want to decide to protect the human rights of everybody, go to some other places. We will take care of the problem. Do not threaten us with imprisonment. Hindi ako bugok. I am a lawyer and I know where I should be. But if perchance I go to prison, I'd be happy. As long as I do it for the Filipino people, I will be happy to go to jail. And to die and to lose the presidency. So don't fuck with me about ICC. Demandan ninyo you come here You do not even consult. Yung si, yung gaga na yun. And I would like to put to task publicly this Reyes. You know, 5 years ago, Santiago, who was the PDEA chief, gave us a figure of 3 million. Ang binigay ni Reyes sa chairman sa Dangerous Board, yung accomplishment ni Bato ng PNP, that's 1.8. Ang dala-dala noong babae was 1.8. When I have been telling everybody everything that there's about 4 million drug addicts. And here comes a chairman, you are fired today. Get out of the service. You do not contradict your own government. If you are there, you are not, you're just a civilian member of the board. You are not the implementer of the law. The correct count is the police and the PDEA. Ibigay mo ng 1.8, dala-dala nung nag-announce doon sa, there is too much interference with the advent of human rights. Lahat ng gobyerno pinapakialaman ninyo. That is why we have kept a distance, because you want to cancel the 23,000 rifles which we need for the police. Okay. Ang EU magbigay ng 200 million euros, maraming kondisyones, human rights, bla 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 bla. Anong klaseng grant yan? And you know what? It was not my idea. Sonny Dominguez said, I did not accept it because that would give them a reason to interfere, which is correct. Alam mo yung Amerika magbigay, but including the go-around banding the story about allowing a country to pass a law to allow same-sex marriage. Ano kung hindi tarantado? Ano mo putang ina, Katoliko itong... Tapos itong mga State Department, marang ulol. If you are an atheist or a... What's the other word for that? Prognostic? You're destroying America little by little. And one set of values of Obama and another set of rules, sabi ni Trump, you are doing it right. Itong si Obama, you're doing it wrong. So saan ako susunod sa inyong... So if you cannot agree with each other, I would rather go to Russia, who is a very courteous leader, but very hardliner. Kanya talaga is the security of the state, period. No questions asked, and that is good. And in Mindanao, it will happen. May curfew sa dalawang Lanao, Maguindanao, Sultan Kudarat, maybe not Maguindanao, Colo, Basilan, down to Tawi-Tawi. The military will enforce it. And if you violate the law when there is a curfew restriction, it is your choice to die. Putang ina, problema ninyo yan. When there is a curfew, it is intended to benefit everybody. So you will not fall victim to any misinformation, misapprehension, miscalculation. And we have the two Moro cabinet members, Secretary Alonto and Secretary Mamao, told them to go to home because I was talking with the general, if I could go tomorrow. So there is still fighting. If you go there, the troops will be focusing on your security at makalimutan na yung problema. So sabi nila, huwag ka munang pumunta. Itong dalawa, maranaw rin to. Sabi, umuwi na kayo doon at pakiusapan. I said, I do not want to quarrel with anybody. I do not want to quarrel with my cousins in Lanao. That's far, but do not be in that group. Magpatayan lang tayo. Get out from harm's way. May question?
Mr. President, we have one last question from Raymond Tinasa of Bombo Radio.
Good afternoon, Mr. President. Sir, may we know when we will see the hard copy of the document, and will you be personally appearing to Congress to report the declaration
Yes,
of martial
no,
law?
in writing. In writing. Hindi na ako pupunta doon because I can do it in writing. I have to go home. Remember, 48 hours. So, ang dokumento, ang problema, naiwan sa hotel doon sa yung proclamation na pinirmahan ko, naiwan doon sa hotel. So, balikan pa namin yun din. It's there. It's there. You go to the Defense Secretary. Nakakatawa to eh. It was really funny. Ito yung proclamation. Anong numero ito? Ewan ko. Basta may perma ako declaring martial law. Look at what is really the irony of life. So I signed it. And I said, done in the Russian Federation. Which is the place I was there. So I cannot, done in the city of Manila, Philippines. Nandun ako. But declaring martial law, tinawagan ko muna si Guevara, si Secretary Guevara. Sabi ko, i-announce mo na. Kaya napirmahan ko na. But done in the Russian Federation this 23rd day of May in the year of our Lord 2007. I have to go to Japan. That plane is very expensive. I look for another cheaper way of going there. Napuno na. But this will be my last. I won't travel anymore after this. Pagod na talaga ako. I said, tagal na ako. But the last is Japan. And if I sign anything there for the execution of somebody, I will say, done in Japan, this 7th day of June. We do not want violence. Purpose there is to maintain law and order. I'm sure the military hate and the police hate killing their own countrymen. Ibang istorya ito siguro pag gano'n. If the Chief of Staff is here, John Anyo, ikaw, sir, yung implementor. You get your orders from the civilian authority, Roy Simato. But ikaw ho ang mag-implement para wala ng question about civilian because you will be reporting to civilian officials. In the higher echelons of the authority, it must emanate from a civilian. So, Jonas Amato has been Chief of Staff. He was our ambassador in the Middle East crisis, transporting back Filipinos. There is no need at this time. But pagka ganon, ikaw pa rin ang utusan ko kasi ikaw may alam dyan sa saan yung mga magagandang Arabo. I'm sure you have toured the country. Any more?
Sir, sir, what could be, aside from the curfew in the 3 or 4 provinces in Lanao, what could be the first order of the day, especially on the ground, that there are reports of some priests or church workers being held hostage by this Maute terror group?
Well, we will try to save as many as we can or taking hostages now. That's why Secretary Alonto and Secretary Mamao, Brad ko yan siya, sabi ko, pumunta ka doon at try to talk sense to them. And I'm willing to go there to talk. Make no mistake about it. I'm willing to go to Marawi anytime. when you say that you want to talk about peace,